Welcome to episode 4 of Kevjet's run-up to Canada Day London.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm stressed, but I'm ready.
I'm excited to introduce this week's guest, our fabulous host, Jenny LaViolette.
I'm so excited. Last year was actually my first time ever in London. And so now that I got a feel for it, I'm excited to get back and to do it all over again. The energy, or a lot of people now call it the Jennergy, is always giving. It's like I'm like an Energizer bunny with rechargeable batteries. I never need recharging. Like it's just go, go, go all the time. And so when this opportunity arose, I was like, you want me to hold a microphone and run around a square talking to strangers? Absolutely, say less. I'm excited for that. I love that.
What's Jenny's message to all you fabulous listeners?
If you're listening and you're going to be there on June 30th in Trafalgar Square, come and find me because we're going to be playing games. We're going to have some Canadian trivia and we're going to have a ton of fun together.
How confident is Jenny going into Kevjet's Canadian trivia?
I usually ask the questions. I don't know how good I am with answering them.
What makes her proud to be Canadian?
I think that there's a lot to be proud of Canada. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of elements that tie into creating what Canada is with a huge diverse background. And I'm really excited to show that. And I think, Canada has a lot of beautiful things. There's a lot of beautiful places. There's a lot of beautiful food. But I think that what makes Canada Canada is the beautiful people that are there. People like you have been living in London for years, but are still so proud of their country. And to talk about it, to talk to them about it, to ask them trivia questions about it, that's what's special to me. It's like there is no better place to be celebrating Canada Day in London than Trafalgar Square.
Let's talk Trafalgar Square and Canada Day London.
So I arrive and it's hand me a mic and let me roam free is kind of what happens. There's almost no time to think about things. And so I'm going to be going between my time slots are between each of the performances. There's a small break between the performances, and that's when you're going to see my big face, loud mouth on the Jumbotron in the square. Even if listen, rain or shine, it's Canada Day time. That's what I'm going to say. It doesn't matter what the weather looks like. We are going to have the most incredible time in the square. And so just be ready for whatever the weather brings us.
Advice for our pride goers the night before?
Yeah, we're not starting festivities at 9 a.m. So sleep in. Have your little mimosa, have a coffee in the morning, a little tea perhaps, and then make your way to the square for noon because that's when things start. That's a really hard question. What have people answered before? Can you tell me what people have said? Oh gosh. Okay, I'm ready. You're teaching me so many things. People are going to be like, this girl is not Canadian. Take her passport away. Take her birth certificate from Canada away. I promise I'm a great question asker, okay? I will be great at asking the questions. It is not my job to answer them. I got cue cards. I'm a great card holder and deliverer.
Enjoy my conversation with the beautiful Jenny LaViolette. Welcome to Kevjet the podcast, Jenny LaViolette, our Canada Day London host.
How you doing? Thanks for having me.
It's very exciting, and you're going to be over here in 2 weeks.
Yeah, a little under 2 weeks. I'm so excited. Last year was actually my first time ever in London. And so now that I got a feel for it, I'm excited to get back and to do it all over again.
Your first time ever in London?
Last year, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Yeah, it really was. And it was great to tour around, not only obviously in Trafalgar Square, but in surrounding areas. And I'm excited to go back to some places that I loved and also discover new places that I love. So if you have any recommendations, you let me know.
I have loads. How long are you here for?
I am there for just under a week.
Oh, perfect. Good time.
Yeah.
Amazing. Great weather.
Yeah.
And you're here for Pride. You arrived for the whole Pride festivities.
I do. Trafalgar Square is going to be busy that weekend.
Definitely is.
They're the same. I'll be there for the whole weekend, which is great.
Amazing. You're going to love it. I'll take you out. We'll have a good time.
I love that.
So just tell me a little bit about yourself for our listeners who might not have heard of you or actually didn't come down last year because you were our host last year.
Yeah. So my name is Jenny and I'm from Ottawa, Ontario. I'm from a very big, bold, and fun Lebanese family. So the energy, or a lot of people now call it the Jennergy, is always giving. It's like I'm like an Energizer bunny with rechargeable batteries that never need recharging. Like it's just go, go, go all the time. And so when this opportunity arose, I was like, you want me to hold a microphone and run around a square talking to strangers? Absolutely, say less. I'm excited for that. I love that. So, um, this is like something that I'm super excited to do again. I had a ton of fun last year, and it really ties into, my background. And so I have done a lot of hosting gigs. I've done a lot of PR, gigs. I've been in the face of the media quite a bit. I was a professional cheerleader with the Ottawa Red Blacks for 10 years. I was a captain for 5 years and then a coach for another 5 years. And then most recently, I was on season 2 of Canada's Ultimate Challenge on CBC. And so I was a player on Team Orange, which in my opinion is the best team. And so it was great. So being on camera, talking to people, making new friends is nothing that I shy away from.
It's amazing. And also, you were in cheerleading for 10 years. So it was kind of like a step out of your comfort zone to join that ultimate challenge, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. So I retired from cheerleading last season after my 10th season. And I needed to try something new. I was like, what can I do that is not something that I do every single day that is familiar, that is not familiar to me? And so I thought going on Canada's Ultimate Challenge would be the perfect thing. I mean, you're thrown into an experience with 19 other strangers and you do challenges, which you don't know what the challenge is going to be until 5 minutes before the challenge. And you travel Canada to do that. And so it really was like the most incredible experience. And I think that I've learned quite a bit having filmed that show now to now come on to the Canada London team for the second time and be in the square and chat with people and have some fun. And so if you're listening and you're going to be there on June 30th in Trafalgar Square, come and find me because we're going to be playing games. We're going to have some Canadian trivia and we're going to have a ton of fun together.
I'm going to catch you with some Canadian trivia at the end as well.
Okay. Oh, well, I usually ask the questions. I don't know how good I am with answering them.
I know it's fun. It's fun to throw that out there. Um, yeah, so we're excited to have you back to London. That's going to be an exciting thing. And so tell me about your Canadian pride. What
Yeah.
makes you so proud to be Canadian and represent Canada over here in London on the big day?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot to be proud of Canada. There's a lot of things, there's a lot of elements that tie into creating what Canada is with a huge diverse background. And I'm really excited to show that. And I think, Canada has a lot of beautiful things. There's a lot of beautiful places. There's a lot of beautiful food. But I think that what makes Canada Canada is the beautiful people that are there. And so, you meet people from who are from Canada and they have all these different lived experiences and life stories, and you get to know that about these people, and they're all, listen, it's not a stereotype, we actually are kind. Okay, it's a nice hearing people talk about their stories, and I'm excited to bring that to Trafalgar Square, to bring that energy of storytelling and fun and making new friends and learning about the people in London. And last year when I was in Trafalgar Square, I had a great opportunity speaking with so many people who were in the square, a lot of them from Canada, a lot of them from London and surrounding areas. And it was really cool to see those people's Canadian pride as well. People like you have been living in London for years, but are still so proud of their country. And to talk about it, to talk to them about it, to ask them trivia questions about it, that's what's special to me. And so Canada is, in my opinion, like the most beautiful part about it is the diversity in people that there are and their lived stories and their lived experiences. And I'm excited to bring all of that to the square.
It's amazing. And leading up on the series, I had Nick and Ant, who are a couple. So one is from Montreal, one is from Britain. And so they have the whole mix, and they're involved with London Pride, which is happening the day before. They'll be calling the parade, but they'll be on stage introducing Alan Doyle at Canada Day. And so it was interesting to sit down and speak to them and get to know them. And they were saying, living in London, we don't really get to meet a whole lot of Canadians. It's not somebody you run into. And I hadn't thought of that until they said that. And all the years I've been here, it's so true. I can't remember really running into a Canadian. So it's
Really?
just so lovely to be in the square and have such a mix, and everybody says, "Where are you from?" and "What brought you here?" or "Are you just
Yeah,
here on
like
holiday?"
and that's what's beautiful is last year when I remember I remember asking a woman a question, and she was like, "I bet you nobody from here is from my hometown." And I was like, "Where's your hometown?" And she named this little tiny place in Yukon. And I was like, "How exciting that like we're here with so many people." Some were saying they're from BC, some from Yukon, some from Edmonton, some from Ontario, some from Halifax, and it was cool to see people from across Canada, really from all corners of Canada in Trafalgar Square on the same day. That's what I'm really excited to be back and do that again.
Yeah. And the one thing that I love is I bring my friends who live here. And so they always say, "Oh, we never even heard of Canada Day in London. Never mind what do you do? Like what's the celebration?" So I bring them all down and everybody wears red and we just have a great time, and they have the food. And I mean, what a beautiful setting just outside of Canada House on one side, and you have
Yeah.
like Nelson's Column. The stage is just underneath Nelson's Column, which is stunning.
It's stunning. It's like there is no better place to be celebrating Canada Day in London than Trafalgar Square.
It's so beautiful. And just on any given day, it's beautiful to walk through and see all the Canadian flags, but especially when we have the celebration.
Yeah, agreed. It was,
What are you most looking forward to?
what am I looking most forward to? That is a really great question. I am looking forward to seeing people try poutine for the first time. I experienced that last year a little bit, and they were like, well, in England, I know you guys call it chips, but they're like chips and cheese and like gravy. I'm confused. And they take their first bite, and it's like, what is this heavenly treat? And so I'm excited to bring that, to see that happen again. I'm really excited to see the bands perform. I know that Air Canada and the National Arts Center are bringing over um, several artists. And so I'm really excited for that. Last year, I had a couple of dance parties in the square with people of all ages. And so if I'm known for one thing, it's probably my daily dance parties on Instagram. And so that is something I'm really excited to bring to the square too, and have my dance parties during the performances.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. I know Tokyo Police Club are headlining with Alan Doyle. Those are the two headline acts. It's amazing. Can't wait to see them. I've just had Tokyo Police Club on the podcast, and they are so excited. And it's their farewell tour. So imagine coming to say farewell to London in Trafalgar Square. How cool is that?
Oh, what better way to end it off? True.
Exactly, exactly. We've had some great guests on this series, so we're very welcome. We're so welcome to have you onto the show as well and add you to those guests. We've had the chair of the Terry Fox Run UK, and so I guess my question to you is, and I'm giving this to all my guests, if it's possible, maybe you could join us on one of the 5 UK runs this year that Terry Fox is putting on.
Oh my gosh, I would
One of
love.
them is in Wrexham, which is where Ryan Reynolds, who is the ambassador, owns the football club. And that's why it's in Wrexham this year. So, first one ever in Wales. And I know we're kind of all going to that one. So, I'll send you the details.
Send me the details because if you're just wondering if you're giving me an excuse to come back to London.
It's
Because
October. So,
okay, well, as long as it's not on the weekend of my sister's wedding, I'm there.
yeah, that
I,
wouldn't be good.
I would love to be there. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, there's this year there are 5 in the UK. And it's the first one ever in Wales. So, we're excited about that.
Amazing. I love that. Amazing.
So I'll send you the details. Cool. So when you arrive, you're kind of going to hit the ground running.
Yep. So I arrive and it's hand me a mic and let me roam free is kind of what happens. There's almost no time to think about things. And so I'm going to be going between my time slots are between each of the performances. There's a small break between the performances, and that's when you're going to see my big face, loud mouth on the jumbotron in the square, and I'll be doing sometimes Canadian trivia, sometimes interviews with some of the booths that are going to be there. And so if that's something that people are interested in and they want to try some Canadian trivia, come and find me. I know we're going to be giving away some fun little goodies. And yeah, it's a busy day. It's like a go, go, go nonstop kind of day. It's a wear your comfy shoes kind of day. It's a make sure that you bring extra deodorant kind of day because you're going nonstop. You're super busy. And I'm going to have to set alarms on my phone to remember to drink water and stay hydrated because it's about to be crazy. And last year was an incredible experience. I know this year is going to be even bigger, even better. And so it's gonna be double the fun than last year.
It is. It's going to be, there's a lot of talk. And I know that I think we're going to expect bigger crowds as well. So let's pray that the sun's going to be out shining. And even if it isn't, it's going to be a great time.
Even if listen, rain or shine, it's Canada Day time. That's what I'm gonna say. It doesn't matter what the weather looks like. We are going to have the most incredible time in the square. And so just be ready for whatever the weather brings us.
Of course. Let's just go back to your Lebanese side of the family.
Yeah.
How do you incorporate that into your Canadian heritage?
Yeah, so my mom is actually Lebanese and my dad's Canadian. So I get the best of both worlds and I grew up with both cultures and a little taste of both sides. And so it's really special for me to be, a Lebanese woman coming to host Canada Day in London. It adds same thing with Canada's diversity. My mom immigrated here to Canada when she was about 16 and her family's been here ever since. All my uncles, my cousins, a lot of them are here. Some are still back in Lebanon, but I am really excited to just, I think a big part of who I am, I know a big part of who I am is from what I've learned and what I've grown up with and from both sides of my family. And so, although my mom and my mom's side of the family is Lebanese from Lebanon, immigrated to Canada, my dad's side is Canadian. Like together, we've really shown that like diverse background of what Canada is, and I'm excited to bring that to the square and meet people, obviously from across Canada, from across the world, because so many people are going to be visiting Trafalgar Square that weekend. It's not just going to be Canadians, it's not just going to be people from London, but we're going to be meeting people from everywhere. And for those, I know last year there was a few people who were in from France. And luckily for them, I speak French. I'm fluent in both languages. And so we'll be doing trivia in both languages if that's something that you're interested in too.
And Canada Day is partnered with Pride in London, which is occurring the day before. So I have a feeling that we're going to bring in lots of people if they didn't stay out too late the night before, of course.
Yeah.
Or they maybe they'll just stay in the square.
Even if they did, they can rally because
Exactly.
Canada Day does not start until a little bit later. It's like midday.
It is. It's 12. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not starting festivities at 9 a.m. So sleep in, have your little mimosa, have a coffee in the morning, a little tea perhaps, and then make your way to the square for noon because that's when things start.
Exactly. Keep your glitter on because we're there to celebrate.
Glitter on, you guys. Plan ahead. Wear red glitter. Just plan your outfits ahead, even if it's not red glitter. Listen, all glitter's accepted.
Exactly.
All glitter is accepted in Trafalgar Square on Canada Day.
My mom sent me a little goodie bag, so I'm excited to open that and see what she sent. So
I love that. And if there's anything that you want from Canada, let me know. I'll bring some over.
oh, I will do. Definitely. I will do. It's amazing. It's such a great day. And I just can't emphasize that enough. The music's great. The food is great. The NHL is coming to Trafalgar Square this year.
Sure is. Sure is. The NHL Global Fan Tour is coming to Trafalgar Square. They're going to have some activations happening. I think I heard something about like the hardest shot, the fastest shot, things like that. So I'm really excited to be there and to watch people do it. Will I try? Listen, I'll try. Will I be good at it? Probably not. Don't get your hopes up, but I will try my best and I will have fun, and that's what matters.
I mean, there's no pressure. You'll just be on the jumbo screen.
Yeah, no pressure at all. There's no stress on my back. Just get me an extra t-shirt in case I sweat through mine because I'm nervous, and then we'll be fine.
Have you planned your outfit?
I have not really planned my outfit yet, which I need to do. I know that I'm going to be wearing the t-shirt that you're wearing as we speak, and I'm pretty sure during the NHL segments I might be repping. It would just be right for me to rep like an Ottawa Senators jersey
Of
because
course.
that's where I'm from. That's our NHL team here in Ottawa, and so it just makes sense.
It does.
Last year, I was in jean shorts and a blazer on top of my t-shirt, but I was so warm, like I was not okay. I don't know if that's possible again this year, so I have to do some thinking into my outfit this year for sure.
It is a bit cooler here at the moment, but I would presume by the time we get to the 30th, we'll have some nice warm weather.
Yeah, it'll be great. I'm really, really, really excited to be back to try all of the food because I know myself and I know I'm going to need to get something from each of the food trucks. Like you can't leave one behind. That's not fair.
No, exactly. You
So
just
I'm
have
gonna
to,
have to
yeah, just spend the day going from truck to truck.
be a snack queen that day. I'm gonna have to try it.
Why not?
Why
Why
not?
not? Let's go into some like fun quick fire questions and Canadian trivia.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm stressed, but I'm ready.
They're fun. They're fun. What is your most useless talent?
What is my most useless talent? That is a great question. I know I'm gonna. Oh, what is my most useless talent? Maybe that's a really hard question. What have people answered before? Can you tell me what people have said?
I've never asked it before.
You know what? Most useless talent. I can drink my body weight in coffee and also get a great night's sleep.
I'm the
Is that
same.
talent?
I'm the same.
Okay, so
Yeah,
talented people. Good for us.
amazing. Are you a beach or mountain person?
Mountain.
What would be the title of your autobiography?
Oh, you know what? My sister told me this. My sister gave me a line the other day, and it was the girl who can't do anything less than 110%, even if she tried.
Love that. Love that. What is the most played song on your phone?
The most played song on my phone is, oh my gosh, is probably, let me see. You know what? I'm going to give you the right answer right now. I believe in the last, if you're asking like recently, the most played artist on my phone is Lauryn Hill.
Oh, love that.
Yeah, on loop, on repeat all the time. But my most played song is probably "Be Careful" by Cardi B. That's probably my most played song.
What is the best invention for girls?
Claw clips. I'm obsessed. I have my giant claw clips.
Tell me something I don't know.
Tell you, I only wear one contact lens in my eyes.
Oh,
I only need a contact lens on my right side, not my left. That's something you don't
wow.
know.
I would go bonkers if I had to do that.
Put your finger in your eye. You can't do that.
No, I can't. No, I wear contacts, but if I only had one in,
Just the one.
yeah. Does age matter in dating?
I don't think age matters in dating at all because by experience, you can date somebody who's older that has, I in my experience, I don't think that age matters in dating. No, that my answer is no.
Are you a Swiftie?
I can appreciate Taylor Swift. I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie, but I love some of her songs. The Folklore album I loved, but I'm not. I can shake it off, but I'm not. I'm not necessarily a Swiftie. No.
How do you define happiness?
So my life motto is today I choose joy. And at first I focused my energy on the word joy and I was seeking joy, but now it's on the word choose. You get to choose however you want to live your days. And so I think if you choose to live a life where you're finding peace and bliss, you will live a happy life. So I don't think happiness necessarily is being happy in general terms. I think it's being at peace in the things that you're doing. So when you're like feeling calm and blissful and peaceful, you're feeling joy and you're feeling happiness.
Beautiful. One possession you cannot live without.
One possession I cannot live without. Probably my Arabic Jenny necklace. I wear this every single day. I don't think I can live without it. But if we're speaking in a possession that I can't live without, my gym membership.
Could you live without Wi-Fi?
Do I have unlimited data or I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I probably could if I could live without Wi-Fi in my house, but I think I would need it at some point. I'm you want to know what I would need it for? GPS. Because I'm that person. I don't care how many times I've been there. The GPS is being used. If I leave somewhere and I know that I got in turning right, I will then leave being like, which way did I come? I'm directionally challenged. So I need GPS.
What's one thing that you're excited about for next year?
One thing, Canada Day, London 2025.
Amazing. How many best friends do you have?
How many besties do I have? I have four really amazing best friends.
Beautiful. What does friendship mean to you?
Friendship to me is an extension of my family. So friendship is absolutely everything to me. I am somebody who loves community, who loves building community, who loves making people feel a sense of belonging. And I think that your friends are a huge part of that. You are a piece of them, they're a piece of you. I know you probably move through your life and do things that you just saw somebody do once, your friend do once, and now you just do it, but you don't even acknowledge that. But that's something that I value a lot. I was with my best friend the other day, and it's funny when you know random useless information about friends that like nobody else would know that except my friend because she's noticed it, I guess. And so we were going to a Red Blacks game, a football game. And I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll get a beer tonight. And I don't really drink that much, but I was like, maybe I'll get a beer. And she's like, oh yeah. And then you're going to ask the guy, do you have an amber ale? You have a red? You have a red or an amber? And I'm like, what? She's like, you always ask for a red or amber. You don't ask for anything else. And I was like, oh. And I was like, you're right. But she notices that. And it's like cute to have those little moments with your friends.
What's your favorite band?
My favorite band. This is a tough question. Are you asking me my favorite band currently? Or are you asking me my favorite band if I could listen to one for the rest of my life?
Yes.
And I would never get sick of them?
No.
The Beatles or the Jonas Brothers? It's really
amazing.
But one of those two.
Amazing. Have you ever danced on the streets? I know this answer.
Yes. Yeah. All the streets, every time.
Do you have a celebrity crush?
Do I have a celebrity crush? Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh.
Yeah,
good one.
Fine-looking man.
Let's move on to some Canadian trivia.
Oh gosh. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. I mean, they're very easy. Come on. Which Canadian province is the largest by area?
Oh God, by what? By area? I don't know. Ontario?
Quebec. Close.
Okay, close. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we're starting warm. Which year did Canada become a country?
Okay, 1 second. I'm going to think back. If Canada 150 was in 2017, 150 years before that. So I don't know the answer to that.
1867.
Okay. See, I'm not a math girl, but I can get there.
Which animal is on the Canadian quarter?
On the quarter is a beaver. No, it's not. It's 1 second. It's not even a moose. It is what animal is on the Canadian quarter? Is it a moose?
It's a caribou. So you're warm. You're still warm. I mean,
I knew it was something like that. Damn, good.
What is the most spoken non-official language in Canada?
Oh, non-official language. So Canada's second official. Well, we only have one province that is officially bilingual. So I don't want to say French because I don't know if the answer is French. I bet you it's not.
No.
Okay. So then the second most spoken language in Canada is, I'm going to guess Mandarin.
Punjabi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know that one.
That's a good question.
Which Canadian singer sang Baby?
Justin Bieber.
Yay!
My first right answer.
Who was the first Canadian Prime Minister?
I don't know. This is so bad. You're gonna say his name, and I'm like, obviously.
John A. Macdonald.
Oh my god.
Of course.
I'm gonna go back to school. People are gonna be like, this girl's so stupid. Oopsie.
Which Canadian city is known for its jazz festival?
Well, I know that Ottawa has one, but it's Ottawa. Okay, known for its jazz festival. Is it Nova Scotia or Halifax? It's not.
No,
I think they have
no.
one also.
They do have one also, but
My third guess is Vancouver.
no.
Oh my god.
So the largest one in Canada is Montreal.
Montreal, really?
Yeah.
You're teaching me so many things. People are gonna be like, this girl is not Canadian. Take her passport away. Her birth certificate from Canada away.
Last but not least, which Canadian dish consists of fries, cheese curds, and gravy?
La Belle Poutine, obviously. That's, you know what? I got Justin Bieber and Poutine right. Those are the two important ones, honestly.
Exactly. I mean, how more Canadian can you be?
How more can I get? I don't need more Canada than that.
Thanks.
I promise that my questions in Trafalgar Square, I promise I'm a great question asker. Okay. I will be great at asking the questions. It is not my job to answer them.
You're great at cue cards, are you?
I'm great at cue cards. I'm a great card holder and deliverer.
Thanks, Jenny. This was lovely to chat with you, and I can't wait to see you in just under 2 weeks in Trafalgar Square for Canada Day, June 30th.
Yeah, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you all.
It's going to be a great day.
Bye.
Bye.